Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 5th of September 2020. This is a weekly analysis video where I look at all the pairs I'm trading on the daily charts using the high probability method. First, I just want to show you something. I've got some questions. If you've watched any of my videos or read any of my posts on Facebook this week, you'd notice there's a bit of testing being done on our new EA. And I've combined the tests. So I'll just show you how I do the test combining. A few people think the EA runs multiple pairs or at the same time, which is not the case with MT4. I think MT5's got some capabilities, but I'm not sure. All right, I've just run a few tests on the USD Japanese yen 4-hour chart over a few years, 4.5 years. So I've just picked some random settings. If you here's all the optimized sort of results, and I've just picked a few from this and run individual tests. So go to the report. So here's the graph. So you can see it's a pretty crappy test really. It's not much of a drawdown, not much profit. So here's the report. So you can see that it only made $500 over 4.5 years. It's low drawdown, etc. But anyway, so all you do when you get to this, I'll just show you how I collate the reports. So anywhere on this report form, just right click and you'll get save as report. Bring that up. Now you can see my list here. I've already got the other three in there. I'll just add this one, USD JPY. What is that, 4-hour with weekly filter, and what's that, number 4. So save to that. All right, so it's printed somewhere else. I'll see if I can bring it up for you. Let's have a look. I'll just pause the video for a sec. All right, so it just brings up a report, opens a web page, something like that. So it just gives you an idea what the settings are, basically what you just looked at, but just in a different format. Now, what we do is we then go to this piece of software. It's just a website. You can see the name there, I believe. There it is, MT4-Forex-EA.com. all right, so you just go to that, and all it's called is an MT4 backtest report merger. So it's a free tool. You come to this box here. So we want to we'll just keep it. You got a choice on the drop down menu, lot size change or fixed lot size. We'll just use fixed lot size, doesn't really matter with this one, as long as you're using similar reports, all would start the same start balance, same date sort of stuff. It makes more accurate, obviously. All right, so we'll add these reports. So we'll go in. Here's one. We'll go to the top first one. So it's added. Second one, we'll go in. 2. Browse. 3. Now all these, basically, I've just picked 4 of those tests off that. Optimization. They're all different settings. They're all on the same pair, so this is probably not a great example. So we've got the 4 reports added. Just upload. Now it's thinking. I think it's thinking. There we go. All right. So it confirms uploaded statements. So I've got the 4 statements uploaded and merge selected, and we'll see what it comes up with. So it just thinks a bit. Goes to a new tab, and there you go. Brings up all those 4 tests combined. So it's only the one pair, so it's a USD Japanese yen. You can see a lot of trades. You can see the graph here. My actual drawdown on one of those reports was actually 50%. So it's smoothed the drawdown completely. And here you can see the results. So that's just running. If you ran that EA on the same pair, obviously you'd have to change the magic number. On 4 charts using different settings, that's the sort of results you get. So this is the strategy tester report. It just merges all your reports. And like I said, all you do is right click anywhere in there and save as report. So it's simple. All right, so that gives you an idea how that's happened. Just to answer a few questions, I probably should have explained that. So let's have a look at the high probability charts. Now, this is my usual screenshot I show. This just explains all the different colors, all the different lines on my charts. If you want to pause the video, like I always say, if you can't understand me or talk too quick or your English is not your first language, just pause, take a screenshot of that, and you can always go back to it. I'll show it at the end again. So let's get on the charts. Let's find my charts. They're somewhere in here. I've got that many tabs open. Let's go. Where are we looking for? Trading views. So let's go through them. So this is my daily watch list on the right. It's the weekend. The market is closed. These pairs here, if it's highlighted in blue, means it's got trades open. No highlight, no trades. If it's got a pink coloured highlight, means I'm looking at something on Monday, and I'll go through what I'm looking at. The good thing about trading views, you get a good heads up what's coming on the new market open. So we'll start with Aussie Swiss. These are all daily charts. I'll try and explain things. I've still got old sequences. So S1 means sequence 1, S2 sequence 3, sequence 2, sequence 3, etc. You can see my notes on the charts. Just pause the video and you can read it all. The trades are designated by the red lines for sells, blue lines for buys. You see yellow dashed lines, they're break-even levels, different break-even levels. I'm getting away from the hedging technique. I was using it a lot on daily charts. Now I'm still going to use it, but I'm going to pick and choose my pairs, and I'll explain which ones they are. Mainly if there's hidden divergence, I'll sort of look at pairs or good other setups like strong support or resistance level. So you can see that Aussie Swiss, most of my concentration is now on the right hand side of the charts. So my last two trades were this S2, which was this buy in here, and it's got a stop in place just above the entry level. Stops are the red dotted lines. And I took a sell trade on Friday and it's gone against me. But there's a stop in place up there. Blue lines, normally a support resistance level or a trend line that attracts my attention. Green normally means bullish divergence, either forming or formed, and red is bearish divergence. So looking all right in Aussie. Swiss need really to come down into these yellow lines here so I can clear this sequence here, but the other two trades are looking all right at the moment. I've got the buy, it's got to stop in place, can't lose on that. If the price keeps on going up, sure I'll get taken out in the sell, but the buy here will be taking some of the profit, offsetting the loss a little bit. All right, Oz Japanese yen in a buy back here, S1, stop in place there, so we're locking in profit there, which is good. Sell here on Friday, stop up here. My overall break even for both trades is this yellow line. Because it's negative, net negative 0.01, as long as price remains below that yellow line, I'm in profit overall for both trades. So it's looking all right. Big resistance level up here, as you can see by my notes. And you can see the MACD platinum down here, what it's doing, it's all a bit tight. Aussie New Zealand, I was in this sell up here and I got out about break even, sort of kicking myself now, it's a bit premature. It's come down, no trades at the moment. This line here is the blue line. You can see it's was resistance. Now it's possibly, when it broke through, it possibly comes down here. A bit of confluence between possible hidden bullish divergence forming there. Hasn't been confirmed yet, but I always draw my trend lines in during the week, at the end of each day, just to get ready for something coming. So I'm ready for setups. So at the moment, no trades on. Aussie USD, I took a sell on Friday in a couple of old sequences here. This buy, I'm pretty sure, sequence 2, where is it here? Yeah, it's got a stop in place, so the stop's up in here somewhere. So we're locking in profit on the buy, and the sell here was on Friday. Got a stop in place there, still meandering around the entry level. Sequence 1's an old hedging sequence. I'm trying to look to clear. All I've got to do is get down to these two yellow lines here. You'll see multiple yellow lines. Generally that means there's a break even for say one sequence and an overall break even. So there's two different break even levels. If there's too many of these yellow lines, the overall break even will be a solid yellow line. You'll see that in a couple of charts. And you can see here the Aussie got big divergence, regular bearish divergence, etc. Cad Swiss. Righto, this is one of my problem pairs. It's not a big problem. Now, if you look back here, a long time ago, nearly another century ago, no, October last year, I took these 5 buys, and for some reason I let them get away from me, and COVID, bang, down we went. So I've got these 5 buys, stuck with them still. They're mentioned here. I'm just letting them float at the moment. what I'm trying to do is work the right hand side of the chart, which is now extending along from a long time ago too, and adding to my profit here. So at the moment, I'm in this sequence here, sequence 2. These are your 5 buy trades. The good thing about the 5 buy trades, as I say every week, as the swap on them is positive, and it's a good, healthy, positive swap. So I'm not losing any money. It just takes up margin, obviously, but I'm not losing any money just by them sitting there. And eventually I'll get enough profit that I can start clearing these trades. Now, if you look here, profit today, 256. This sequence now, we're starting to getting above the break-even level for that sequence, which is this yellow line here. So we've just popped above it on Friday, and it's a nice big bullish candle, so I'll give it a bit of wiggle room, a bit more space to go up. So that sort of indicates there's a good opportunity, good chance that it will go up again. Grey lines like this just means a warning signal of some, and the reason it's here is there's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. Now the MACD platinum is just a 0 lag MACD. Generally when it's above the 0 level, I'm looking to sell. When it's below the 0 level, I'm looking to buy. So red dot, it's just an early warning. So I draw my grey line in there, vertical line. But as you can see, big bullish candle on Friday. The Cad Swiss, remember on Friday's big news, other than non-farm payrolls or the employment numbers out of the US, is also employment numbers out of Canada, and that's a part of this pair. Cad Yen, same sort of deal, bullish candle there. Now, I've got lots of lines here. Yeah, so I'm in a buy here, got to stop in place. So that's all cool. I did take a sell on here, that's why that grey line's there, and it was a loser. So I lost $31 there, I closed it. Now we're in buy mode, which is not a valid buy signal. And again, there's a red dot on the MACD platinum above the 0 level. There's a possible high here forming. There's divergence at the moment. Nothing's confirmed until we get a sell signal there. So if this keeps on going up, then, and the MACD platinum goes up, then I'll just delete these trend lines because it's no longer valid divergence. In the meantime, just move my stop up on my buy. Euro Aussie, one of my problem pairs, but not doing too bad considering. All right, sequence 1 starts here, there's a sell up here, and that's got to stop in place. So don't worry about that. So that's cool, that's locking in plenty of profit. Sequence 2 starts here, a lot of trades on. Sequence 3 is a sell, and it's got a stop in tight now, which is good. And sequence 4 is a buy, which was on Friday, and it's got a stop in place too. Break-even levels are just up here, not far away at all. Got a bit of profit here, which is good overall. Now all these trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet. Everyone's got access to those shared spreadsheets, Google Drive sheet. There'll be a link to that in the description of the video, so everyone's got access to both the daily charts, and I do the 12-hour high probability charts too. Euro Cad, here we go. See there we go. There's a in a sell, 2 sells actually. There was I was in a sequence of trades here, and I managed to close out part of the sequence, keep a couple of sells on, which is good. So they've both got a stop in place. So sequence 1, sequence 2 are good. Sequence 3 was a buy on Friday, and the news took me in the opposite direction. At the moment, there's no stop in place for the sequence 3. I didn't have to, because that was a buy for 0.02, and both these sells are now 0.01. So they balance each other out. So I'm locking in a profit between that blue line and the red line. So at the moment, I'm fully hedged. Can't lose anything. I'm just waiting to see what happens here. I can either just close everything out for a profit now for 1 or 2, well, obviously on Monday, not now because it's closed, but you get the idea. So there's no need for me. And the other reason I didn't put a stop in place is there was hidden bullish divergence there. Hidden divergence, which generally means trend continuation. Even though you're looking at that candle there, you'd probably think you're an idiot, Jim, but no. We've got higher lows on price and lower lows on the oscillator, or the MACD platinum. Euro pound, no trades on at the moment, sort of going nowhere fast, just meandering. A bit of sideways actions dropped down below the channel, but now it's starting to go back towards it. If you see green lines like this, it's just normally a big number. In this case, it's the 90 cent level. So if you see them, that just means it's something that could be a sticking point for price. Euro yen, let's have a look here in a buy back here, which is good. And yeah, stop and place up here. So it's just possible. Yeah, there was another buy signal here, as you can see my vertical line. I didn't take it. A couple of reasons at the time. One is there was already confirmed regular bearish divergence, so I'm not taking any more buys. And also price, see how price pulled back. It didn't pull back close enough to the MAs for my liking. Ideally, I want to see it come back into the MAs and bounce up. So I didn't take that. Now it's probably in hindsight, it's probably a good looking thing. So we've got this little double top forming, still regular bearish divergence. Yeah, you can see it there. So the buys are all right. So we're doing all right. Now here's one that's marked in purple, which means I'm probably doing something. Normally I'll put some notes on the chart. As you can see, Monday move stop down. So I've already marked my stop. So here's the current setup. Sell here. S1's a sell. I lost $64 on the first sell, which was here. I just closed it out, or I might have got stopped out. And I've taken a second sell. The MACD Platinum still above the zero level, taking the second sell. Already closed half. Now on Monday I'm going to move my stop down to this level here. The reason being, this grey line, you can see this grey line here now. There's a green dot on the MACD Platinum on Monday. That's a gimme. That's going to be there. So that means tighten up my stop. And generally all I do is I just drop down to a 4-hour chart. This is what I normally do. And I just look for and on the 4-hour you just about to get it. Well, there's a sell signal on Friday there, which wouldn't have been a bad signal actually looking at the chart. So hopefully it might fall down and this stop will protect more profit. So that's just how I look at the stop sometimes, not all the time, but in this case that was it. So Monday move the stop down on the Euro New Zealand sell. Euro USD, right, on Monday there's a sell signal. You can see it there. I just moved my grey line out of the way. You can see the QMP filter dot is formed. Good thing about TradingView, you won't see this on MT4. If there was going to be a sell signal on Monday, you won't see it until the market opens. But on TradingView, for some reason, it presents a dot. The candle's closed, which it has. You can see regular divergence here, regular bearish divergence here. My only concern is I'm in a buy here already. I've got a pretty tight stop in place, which is good. Came very close to stopping me out. I'm not taking the sell as yet. I just want to see how it opens on Monday. And the other thing that concerns me, for me, is the MACD Platinum's already well below the zero level, which is I use that as one of my trade management tools. So if it's already in a position where I'd be closing out half, etc., it sort of takes that from me. But you know, that's a valid setup still, even with the MACD on the wrong side of the zero level, because it's divergence and one side's on the correct side, which in this case is the first part of it. So it's a valid setup. If you take it, just go on with lower risk and keep a stop in place up there above the high somewhere. I might consider it. I'll just see how it opens on Monday. It's on my radar. Actually highlight it so Right, moving right along. Pound Aussie in a buy on Friday, going nowhere fast. Wasn't a great setup. A bit concerned about this resistance level up here, and we're traded into the MAs. You can read my notes there, but there is that hidden bullish divergence, which I do like. I love my hidden divergence, as you all know. You've probably heard me going on and on and on about it. So we're not looking too bad there. Pound Cad, yeah. Now this is one I did decide to go with another sequence. I took a buy here, and it did have a stop in place. I don't even think it would have hit the stop. I think the stop was a fair way down. I removed the stop, then took this sell, hedge sell, then there's a second buy. You can read the notes there. And it went up nicely, poked through my break-even level, but then not enough to... I wasn't going to look at doing anything with that break-even level, as the MACD Platinum still below the zero level. And on Monday, we're going to have a red dot on the MACD Platinum, and it looked like we might be hedging again. The reason I hedge is because the original trade was based on hidden bullish divergence. So yeah, just didn't pop up there. You can see this line here. It's just a level that interests me. Let's have a look. See if there it goes back there. So it's just that price has gone up to it a couple of times and bounced off it. Right, so we're just sitting tight at the moment on the pound CAD. Pound Swiss. All right, Monday. See how it opens. Possible sell will stop. All right, this is one that's been above the zero level, the MACD Platinum, and I've had 3 goes at it, and I've lost every one. So these grey lines represent the sell trades. I've lost time, and come Monday, there's another sell signal. We've got sort of divergence there. It's probably a double top on the MACD Platinum, all very close to the zero level, and we had this bearish candle, and we had a bullish candle on Friday, and now we're getting a sell signal. So I'm just going to see how it opens on Monday, and I'm going to possibly take a forced sell here, and I'll stop. I'll be up above here somewhere. Just want to keep it above. There's a good. I like this level now because we've got a good support level up here, and it's come up and bounced off that. So I've got a bit of confluence between the support resistance level, and the divergence. The MACD Platinum there, yeah. Not convincing, but it might be worth a shot. Pound yen, another one. Monday, what am I doing? Sequence 1, buy stop up to, move my buy stop up. So my stop's here, I'm in a buy here. Stop's currently here, I'm just moving up a little bit below this low here, tightening things up. Again, grey vertical line drawn because there's a new red dot on the MACD Platinum just above the zero level. And you can see, I'll just move it back, it's just cluttering up. There's an ugly candle. Again, regular divergence there, possibly. Hasn't been confirmed yet, so it's a possible sell coming up, and you stop a bit above the highs, possibly. But on Monday, all I'm doing is moving the stop up on the buy trade. Pound New Zealand, one of my problem pairs, lots of trades on from a long time. You can see 1, 2, 3 sequences that are giving me grief. And you can see I've got many break-even levels here. These are where they extend to, is what sequence they represent. So this one's, the bottom one's for 1, it's a long way away. The big solid one's for overall break-even. So we keep on getting close to this break-even level. And in the meantime, I'm working the right-hand side of the chart and making some good profit. So I've locked in some good profit on this pair. So I could start, say, closing out some of these problem trades that maybe got too much swap or something, taking away a bit of this profit. Doesn't really worry me. But at the moment, I'll just see how it goes. I'll eventually get out of this. But looking at this has gone up, pulled back, possibly going up again. You can see possible hidden bullish divergence forming here. And from here, it's a bit ugly looking because it doesn't look like a normal point on the MACD Platinum, but it is. There's your low in here. Remember, lows are normally represented by the green dots. So this is your, I know it doesn't look like it, but that's it, trust me. So good bullish, possible hidden bullish divergence there. So what I'll do then is I'll look for trades to close on the sell side that can give me some profit, which adds to that profit, and basically pivot these sequences to the buy side. So it'll take all these break-even levels back up over here somewhere. Just keep on eating away at it and try and clear the sequences. All right, pound USD. What am I doing? Nothing's happening. Grey vertical line. Yeah, MACD Platinum. There's a red dot on above the zero level, on the zero level. Regular bearish divergence. I'm in a buy here already. Stop and place up here now, which is great. Locking in some profit. Already closed half. Made plenty of profit on this pair. That's more arse than class, but yeah. So there's a possibility of a sell signal coming. If that's the case, it's not much in this candle, is there? Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah, that's a Friday candle. Look at that. They got a name, those candles. I'm sure they have, but that's ugly. Anyhow, so we're just waiting for a possible sell signal. New Zealand Cad, it's highlighted for Monday. What have we got? Is that what we're looking at? We're already in a buy, so we've got to stop and place for the buy. So on Monday, we're taking a new sell with a stop at where I've marked up there. You can see my notes, 89261. So I'm going to take a sell on the open, or not the open because I don't get out of bed till about 2 hours after the open, but about 6 a.m. on Monday, local Vietnam time. I'll be taking a sell roughly, stop up there, and I've got a buy locking in, so it gives it a partial hedge. You can see this level here, there is, looks good, there is hidden bearish divergence, which I like, as you can see, which is trend continuation, which basically means you've got a high here, lower high here, so you expect price to come down and higher highs on the MACD Platinum. And there's your sort of support resistance level. Righto, let's move right along. New Zealand Japanese yen on Monday doing something. My S1, which is the buy in here, this was part of a sequence. I did a buy, sell, buy on this one because of the hidden divergence initially. So I've closed 0.04 of that 0.06. So on Monday I'm closing another 0.1 of the buy trade because now I've got a sell signal. So we get no use letting all that give that profit back. So I'll still keep 0.01 on, and I'll take a new sell on Monday, and the stop will be at that level there. You can see my notes down here what I'm doing on Monday. That's a good sort of support, keep on getting resistance level. You can see price, and hopefully that's come down, and that's green line is a 70-cent level, just a big round number. So a couple of things, closing out half on the buy and taking a new sell. New Zealand USD Monday, sequence 2, which is this buy here. This sequence 1's an old sequence I've got to try and get out of. And sequence 2 is a buy here. I'm going to move my stop up. That's all I'm doing on Monday. Moving my stop up to this level here. Just below this candle here. If we go to the 4-hour chart, a quick look. Just below this spike candle down. So I've just moved it from here up to there. That's all I'm doing on Monday. Go back to daily. And because the reason why is the red dot on the MACD Platinum above the 0 level. So you got this sort of resistance level here. It's sort of holding. I don't know how far that goes across the left. Let's have a look. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's a pretty strong level. And what is it? That's around the 67-cent area. Yeah. Kiwi Brawl, True Brawl. All my Kiwi friends out there. So yeah, you can see my notes Monday, just moving the stop up. USD Cad. This one's giving me a bit of grief, but it's not too bad. The news sort of stuffed me up on Friday. The couple of sequences here there was a new signal on a buy signal on Friday. I didn't take it as a standalone signal, and I made my reasons clear in the. I just want to clear these. I don't like this pair, honestly. On the daily chart, look, that's over a year trading, and I'm negative. So I took a hedge, couple of buys on Friday for these two sequences here. Didn't have to go far at all. I've actually one sequence, just the one sequence, because sequence 2, is a sell, and I've got to stop and place there, so that's fine. It's just sequence 1. Just got to get up to this yellow line here, or yellow lines. There's 2 of them, one for the actual sequence 1 and one for overall. Not far away at all, but then the Canadian employment numbers stuffed that up on Friday night. But we're getting there. Now, here's my problem pair. This is the pair that's giving me all the grief, and just seem to be banging my head against the wall with this pair. It's the USD Swiss franc. I'm in too many sequences, all in the same direction. So I'm in 1, 2, 3 sequences that have got me in a bit of pain. 1, 2, and 3. Sequence 4, sweet. That's a sell up here with a stop and place there. So that's good. I keep on taking buys, thinking the trend is going to change. It keeps on messing with my head. Seems to be forming a pretty good base in here, which is good. I'm trying to get up here. I've got a long way to go to get up to the break-even levels. So that's going to take some doing. But in the meantime, I have been adding to my profit. So the profit's healthy on the pair, except for all the trades I've got open. Ideally, I want price to get amongst these trades up here so I can get a little bit creative with how I can manage them. In the meantime, I've just got to concentrate on the right-hand side of the chart and try and take as much profit as I can to add to this profit basket. then I could start maybe look at closing out these trades individually. You know, just use the profit to offset some losses, etc. It is a problem pair, but the good thing is it shows you if you do get in strife with one pair like this one, and this has been a problem for a long time. In the meantime, you just trade the other pairs and you keep on adding to your profit. So this will give you grief, but other pairs will, you know, offset all that. So it's not the end of the world, but it's a pain. And finally, USD Japanese yen in a sell in here, and it's going sideways. And there's a stop in place up there. Ideally, I've put these stops in, and they're a long way away. And I've had people say your stops are too big, too far. Look, I don't know. Probably out of 10 stops, probably 1 or 2 out of 10 might actually get taken out. Generally, I close the trade before the stop, or go into hedging mode. So even though there's a stop in place, generally I don't let it get to the stop. So it's just a safety stop. Catastrophe, you know, if the world exploded tomorrow, well, we won't be trading anyway, but you know what I mean. If something happened serious and it affects the USD or the Japanese yen, then yeah, the stops there protect the account. So that's it for the pairs, folks. Let's go back to the notes so you can have a read of them if you wish. Again, now you've seen all the different colours and what they all mean, or you want to take a screenshot. Like I say, the spreadsheet is shared, so you've got access to that. Just look in the description of the video. Also, everyone's more than welcome to join the private Facebook group or the Telegram channels. And if you do like the video, please hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And it's the weekend, it's Saturday. Might think about doing a little bit more work. Might have a couple of beers, watch some football, and just relax. My eyes are playing up a bit, so I'm having a bit of trouble seeing things. So it might be time for a break from the screens. Anyway, enjoy your weekend, stay safe wherever you are, and thanks for watching, and I'll chat another day. Cheers.